Over the last few weeks and months, we have repeatedly covered the upcoming Moto Razr 3. We've gone as far as to show you guys these leaked images of what this device is apparently going to look like. The fact that it is basically going from being pretty distinguishable from the Z Flip series to being really similar to the Z Flip series. You can see that we're losing the big chin down here at the bottom. The cameras are moving. The cover display is still a very large hole punch up here instead of the weird notch that was there before. We've talked about this in the past. We've also talked about how there are reports from OnLeaks that this thing is probably going to launch in North America for around $1,100, $1,099 as stated here in this article on CompareDial. We've talked about the fact that it's going to be rocking the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 Plus, which is a massive improvement over the 765G that it used in the past. We're going to be dealing with up to 12 gigs of RAM, 512 storage, a 120 Hz 6.7-inch display, a 50 megapixel primary, and a wide angle that can also do macro at 13 megapixels. There's a lot to like here, and at that $1,100 price mark, I think a lot of us were beginning to feel relatively optimistic. However, there's one very important piece of the specs that had not leaked to this point, and we now have some information on it. And I hate to tell you this, guys, but it's not what you will be hoping for me to be telling you here shortly. This is the battery. So these flip phones, like the Flip and like the Razr in the past, the battery life has always been sort of the weakest point of these devices. They don't tend to last very long. Look, you've got a normal sized phone with a hinge in the middle, so that takes up space. The battery can't be where the hinge is, so you get a smaller battery. Well, now we have a report, a message here, a post here on Weibo, I don't know how you're supposed to say this. Anyways, it's on this Chinese social media type website from a person called Digital Chat Station. Now, I don't know who this person is. I've never heard of them before, but XDA developers in their article about this post, they call him a renowned leaker. So take that for what it's worth. Renowned leaker Digital Chat Station on Weibo posted some specs that line up with what we already knew, but also, no, I do not want to install this website, but also posted a 2,800 milliamp hour battery apparently coming for the Razr 3. And if you're not familiar with battery sizes, that is tiny. That is very, very small. If we compare that to the Z Flip 3, which has a 3,300 milliamp hour battery, obviously that is smaller than what Samsung has in their device. And a lot of people still complain about the Z Flip having not super duper great battery life. Also, have to point out here that the Moto Razr 5G, the last Razr that they put out, had a 2,800 milliamp hour battery as well. Now, a big difference here, you may be saying, well, hey, if they did it before and it was okay enough, maybe it'll be okay enough now. Well, not necessarily, because this device with a 2,800 milliamp hour battery was running a Snapdragon 765G, which is a mid-range processor. We are now jumping up to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 Plus. This is a top-of-the-line processor. This is a power-hungry, performant processor, not a mid-range type of chip that's going to be a whole lot more power sipping, if we're being honest. So we're sticking with the same size battery. We're increasing the screen to 6.7 inches. We're jumping up to 120 hertz on the display. We're increasing the size of the cover display. And we're going to a more power-hungry processor. Guys, I don't think this is a recipe for success here for the Moto Razr 3. This is a device that I want to be optimistic about, right? They've done a lot of right things here with the specifications. They're improving the camera, they're improving the screen, they're improving the processor, but you can't leave the battery at 2,800 milliamp hours. If this report from renowned leaker Digital Chat Station, if this is correct, I have no possible other recourse but to tell you that the battery life on this device is probably going to be really, really bad. I mean, is this thing going to get you 3 or 4 hours of screen time? I mean, that might be a realistic projection for this, unless they're doing some crazy software stuff. Maybe they're going to underclock the processor dramatically to try and help this thing out, have a really aggressive variable refresh rate. There's some things maybe they could do, but this thing is not going to be a battery champ, period. Hopefully they can squeeze out enough battery to just make it sufficient, again, if this report is true. Guys, that's about all I've got for you on this one. Sound off in the comments down below. How nervous does this make you about the battery life on this device? Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. I'll see you on the next one. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.